What's up everybody, Pete with Auto Repair Tips. In this video, I'm working on the '09 Liberty. Customer brought me the car with a code P2181, a cooling system performance. And if you had a Chrysler any length of time, you know that basically it's just gonna be a thermostat. Stick it in, fill it correctly, and you're done. So I was kind of stoked. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be an easy one. Got it in, got it up in the air, pulled out the thermostat housing, and sure enough, someone just put a thermostat in it. So immediately I'm going, okay, this is gonna be something a little bit more than just a thermostat. So in this video, I'm gonna show you what else can cause a P2181. Check this out. So the first thing I did, I got in the car, I started up the car, and I let it run for a little bit. And looking at the gauge, it barely came off of cool. I mean, it didn't even get to a quarter. That's like about 122 degrees, maybe 125. And it had been running for, I know, 30, 40 minutes. So on a Jeep Liberty, that gauge is controlled by the computer. The computer gets a reading from the coolant temp, tells the computer where it's at, the computer calculates it, sends it to the gauge goes to the right spot. So then I got to thinking, okay, well, this either gonna be a computer, bad wire, a broken wire, or an engine coolant temp sensor. So let me show you how I started off testing this. First thing I did was I went ahead, started up the vehicle. So what I did was I pulled out the Zeus, I went to my guided component testing. And if you look right here, the higher the volts, like 4.6 volts is 32 degrees, 0.90 is 212. And that's your scale between there and there. I went in and hooked it up directly to the coolant temp sensor, which is located just in front of the intake on top of the engine, right behind the alternator. So let's go ahead and hit view meter, and let's watch and see what happens. So right now we're sitting at about 3 volts. 3 volts is gonna be just a little over 90 degrees. I'm gonna let the car run for about 30, 40 minutes. Let the fan cycle 2 or 3 times. That should give me operating temperature. And it should be somewhere between 1.6 and 0.9, right about 200 degrees. After about 30 or 40 minutes worth of running, if you look, it's reading correctly. 1.1, that's gonna be right within operating temperature. But here's the funny thing. If you walk inside the car and look, earlier I was telling you about the gauge not reading correctly. The gauge is reading now. It's right about midways, which is operating temperature. The check engine light is that code. Now, one thing they did say, when they cleared that code, they said they drove it a little while and then the light came on after driving it for some time. I'm gonna clear the code again real quick and let's see if running, does that light come back on? I got a feeling that the coolant temp sensor is going to be bad, because if the gauge is correct now, but it wasn't correct earlier, we know that it can receive a good signal from the ECM and tell it what to do. Again, that ECM gets its readings from that sensor. I got a feeling that sensor is going to be glitching out on us a little bit. So let me clear the code and let's see what happens. Go back home, go to scanner. See, it's 199. Yesterday it was at 122, so that reading comes right from that sensor. Let's do this. Let's go to code menu, codes. Okay. Let's clear the codes. Yes. Give one more time. Yes. Yes. Get our code menu. Let's look at the codes. Right there, present codes right now. Let's go back. Let's look at data. Go down to engine cooling temp.
You didn't think about the basic then. How fitting to the seat.
199.4 is your temperature right now. All right, let's start it back up. I'm gonna play with it for a little bit to see if we can get this thing to mess up. All right, people, I think it's gonna make a liar of me because it is not doing what it did yesterday. I'm gonna keep messing with it and see if I can get that sensor to glitch out. If it does, I'll show you. So I was watching the scope, just keeping my eye on things, and all of a sudden I noticed a glitch popped up. So I stopped recording so you guys could see it. If you look right here, here's a glitch, which means that sensor is starting to act up. So here's a better view. What I've done is I've set my scope to 10 volts, 5 milliseconds, and I've got my trigger set right about 3 volts, and I've got it set to manual so when it hits it, it'll stop. But if you look right here, this is the spike we're talking about, and every once in a while that spike will get longer and longer, and the longer it gets, that's when it's going to create that code P2181. So at this point we know we've confirmed it's a coolant temp sensor. Let me get it in and then we'll take some more readings. All right, we just got the sensor in. It's a standard part number TX195. That's what it looks like. 2-prong inside. It's a 19. Engine's still a little bit warm because I've got somewhere to be today, so I need to kind of get this job out the door. My daughter got a volleyball game, so I told her I'd be there today. School ball's already started up. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's not good. That is not good. Well, that would probably explain some of the glitches. So, we now got to drill and tap. Look right down inside there, see it? This whole sensor looks like it's plastic. Probably is from the factory. It's not metal at all. Not even the outer end of it here. All right, I should be able to tap that out pretty easily. Let's see if I can knock it out before I got to get out of here. What I did was I just kind of knocked a hole in it with a punch, and I think that's going to be the easiest thing to do. All right. If you look in here, you can see it's kind of got some corrosion. So most likely this sensor that's why it was glitching. Good thing about it is 90% of this daggone sensor is plastic. Trying to chisel it away. Standard. Coming out in good hunks. By George, I think we got it. It's a good thing it was plastic. It made it a lot easier. All right, let's go ahead and get it plugged back up. We'll get the scope hooked back up and we'll take some readings. Looking at the data, everything looks good. Let's go ahead and take it for our test drive. All right, after about 10 minutes of driving, gauges look good and no check engine lights. So if you got a code 2181, it's not always your thermostat. Sometimes you got to do a little bit of diagnostics. Like in this situation here, I went and pulled a wiring diagram, looked at what was going on in the system, went directly to the coolant temp sensor, checked it out, we saw it glitching, fixed it, and now we're looking good. All right guys, that's it for this video. I appreciate you watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Catch you later.